sensation where it's little flickers in my body, but it's like I'm just watching a little heartbeat or something. So sometimes some doubt has arisen from, hearing about a true practice would encounter that fear. But this thought is trailing away as I'm speaking, because how you've been speaking today has really got to me. The one thing left is I feel very much that I am myself. I think the mind maybe is questioning, and it's not corresponding exactly maybe to everything that's said about it or something. I feel like my body and my facial expressions are like robots doing funny things. Something subtly is, no, I don't know what I'm saying.
It's good. I remember one lady, she was speaking like that. She came like you to the microphone. She says, I am, somehow when I look at life and, as conscious, no, it's not like that, no. And, oh, yes. When I am consciousness and you, no, it's not that. Consciousness feels like, no, it doesn't feel like this. And I said, yes. And that is real eloquence. Like you cannot say what it is. Something is trying, but the sensibility says, no. Everything falls short of what it is. It has no image. It cannot be photographed. It cannot be conveyed. Has no proportion. It's not limited to any time zone. It is beyond time. It gives birth to the play of time, of change. And the elements are its offspring. Nothing. Touch it. It's not an abstraction in your mind. Your mind is in it. Your ooh, your I. Everything is only a play in it. And apart from all of these, if they were all put in a bag together and cast out of existence, still you are. Who can you be? Any answer will not be of any use to anybody. It is the question that is important. It opens up some inner scanning that scans to find seeds of I-ness and what perceives them. There's an understanding that this body is here and a feeling of I is in it, and a kind of particularness of that particular I and the particular body are themselves images in it. And this it is there, somewhere there. It's not north, down, inside or outside. The logical mind is not enough to comprehend it. Rational mind is not enough to comprehend it. It's a sense, a deep intuition, a power we have, but little exercised, that is conversant with that. Language has to become altogether mystical, intuitive, before you come into the domain of God. Literal thinking is inadequate. You have to enter yourself, enter your being. You cannot stay on some periphery looking in. You must step inside the circle of real opportunity. You must say yes to yourself, yes to true, without reservation. If there's a price to pay for freedom, perhaps this is it. But who will take your offering?
There's a intensity. Oh, it just lowered, but it's still there.
There's an intensity that and lowered. What do you mean lowered?
As soon as I spoke, things got a little cooler.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but I've been encountering an intensity of beingness, maybe, or something, since I met you, and I've been tracking it as a sign, sometimes tracking joy or something, and now
they don't go away. They arise from within you and subside within you. There's no away for them to go. There's no way for things to go beyond your being. All things are arising in you. So if you feel I'm tracking these forces, these energies, to see where they go. They only go to another space within your infinite being.
Is this working? I was taking them as signs of progress or something, and watching for them.
But my point is still important, because there's still a sense, there's still a separation that is looking and saying, yes, the fact that I'm feeling and experiencing so intensely is at least a sign that maybe things are still, I'm not far from that. And although there is a sense and a kind of truth relatively in this, but in the big picture, you are simply giving attention to natural energies that are arising inside you, because your beingness is pleased and happy to be with itself. So these type of manifestations will come. They can become much more intense, more sweet, more different, more whatever. But we don't have to monitor them. You don't have to monitor them. They are arising spontaneously. Greater than all of them put together is just your simple awareness, outside of which they cannot appear. They are sourced in that. They take birth in that awareness. So there's no need to go hunting or to pursue or to measure. That's just an activity that sustains a subtle form of duality in you. They're your energies, your perfume. This is why I say, these are your perfume. Peace, joy, love, light, wisdom. It's your perfume. But this flower no one can touch. As you listen deeply inside somehow, your mind naturally merges in samadhi. It returns to your being in unity very, very easily. Because even the restless mind only initially shows resistance. But it loves to be here, actually. This is its life, its core. The mind wants to be here. It is like children out in the playground all day, and they're tired now. And we send uncle to go and get them. Come, time to come home, have a bath, have dinner and go to bed. But they don't want to come. But they're still exhausted. But just the idea of playing is just so much still there. But the energy to play is not there. And so uncle is pulling them home, skidding. Go. But when they're home, washed, food, bed, they say, Mama, thank you, I love you. They want to be there, but in the beginning, some resistance come naturally. The kind of rebelliousness. No. It's like something paints a picture inside that it's like the end of fun. You see, this is how something is playing like that in the life. We are like that. We're all tired of it, actually, mostly. We're tired. Some are just not tired. All the beings, they are drowning in the ocean of samsara. And others are still buying bikinis to go in. Some are tired and they want to come out, and then you come to satsang. You see? And still the mind is going, yeah, looking over there. See there's some action. Start imagining, oh, now it's going to be finished. Oh, the fun is going to be finished. But it's already finished. And the resistance is there. We are paying attention, but just one little last swing, maybe. No, it's time to go to bed. Can I go tomorrow? We'll see. Okay. Go to bed on a promise. This is what.
I haven't had a lot of fun. And this joy since I've been with you is the first fun I've ever had.
Maybe this is where maybe you're a late bloomer. And your fun is going to be altogether different kind of fun. Maybe you are going to have the real fun. Because if your fun starts at the place where you're beginning to recognize the joy inside your heart, ooh. Some beings is like that. They have not had the fun, so to speak. Their lives seem very different. Perhaps like this one who wrote has a little taste of something like this. I don't want to be different. I want to be like. I don't want to be different. But perhaps life has charted a path for you that is exquisite. If we look at it in the higher terms, perhaps if you had not gone your path, then you would not be so drawn to that. Who can say? We're not trying to fit it into some manual or something, because there are no rules, no one can say. Someone can seem to be so far away from this, and the next minute, they're gone inside. Another one could be singing mantras all day and still struggling mentally. Nobody can say.
It's hard to formulate it or even have a question from here. But I guess I can find one.
You want to go looking for one?
Yeah, something's going. Get something just in case. Put it in your pocket, something you can take away for later. Just if you have some advice for me, I've had a lot of practice in the past, and had still some question about efforts, but it's hard for me to think
What I
about
would
it.
say, if there's an advice that could possibly, that feels alive for me, I can offer it like this. It would be to be careful that it isn't another form of the mind that is posing as sincere seeking, searching for more advice, which you could leave alone and find you already are. Sometimes the mind can hide in that way to prolong its existence, to buy time, appearing to be, and I've seen it time and time again, people asking questions, you know about this thing here, and so and so. And it's still in the playground, looking for one more ride. And it may seem authentic, like, maybe can we work out just, when this happens. And I said, no, energetically, I don't feel this question at all, What are you doing? So why not just let the questions be wherever they are, and you just remain in your own undivided presence, which is free of waiting or anticipating or expectation. Find that place. Recognize that place. It's here. It's not buried under a lot of junk, although it can appear like this. Earnest seeking makes it easy to find. But if you divide yourself, you postpone. And you'll create difficulties which are not there, totally illusory. Because something inside has already made a choice. I don't want to go too directly. There's a fear that if I discover this, the journey will end too quickly. Maybe we are in love with the journey, but we'll postpone the destination, don't want to get there. These are all the games of the mind, in a sense, but not the mind by itself. It's a partnership. Sometimes you play an accomplice to your own delusions, and at least you'll come to admit, yeah, it's true, I have a part to do with it. Something wants, I kind of want, don't want, don't want. And that game can be swinging for a long time. And then you make what I'm speaking seem very difficult when it is a kind of obviousness about it. Because it's not that it is difficult. And even I say to people, to bring your mind and attention to a place of total unity, to no mind, it's not difficult, right? For most, if not all, people here. But you will not stay. What is difficult is not that, but is to be willing to depart from your attachments. That is what is the challenge. At least identify those attachments, because something is feeding them, and you are keeping it a secret, pretending, no, I'm searching for the true, but you are somehow protecting, nurturing those attachments. For a while, it is not simply whether a thing is true or not that determines whether we support it or not. Something much, much more concerning is there. It's not because a thing is true or not. It's really more about how attached you are to something, more than that it's true or not true. And if we're attached to a feeling or person, an idea or something like that, then a good portion of our energy is spent trying to protect that. But I want you to be in sober seeing to see that it is a foolishness, because the very thing that you're protecting is denying you your freedom. But you are a collaborator with that play. And we are old enough now, mature enough to look and to discern, are you really being truthful here? You say, freedom is what I want, but you're still afraid to choose it. We still hold back, asking, sort of B and C questions as though you're really onto something when you're really avoiding. Then you make the whole thing seem like it's a farce, it's difficult, it's only for a few, but it's only because you keep a loyalty with somehow this avoidance. And here is an opportunity for a meeting in truth, to look together. And I come to the table 100%. What will you bring to this table? If you come 100%, you may say, I don't know what 100% looks like, actually, I don't know. But something inside here wants to be seen, whether it is hiding or not. I'm ready. I don't know even what to be ready is, but I'm here, and please help me. Maybe there's more space in that than trying to demonstrate how much experience you have gained or something. If you come, there must be one. I have never been to a place, I don't think ever in my life, in this type of traveling and meeting seekers for truth. I've never been in one place where the Buddha was not, where the Christ was not. And by that I don't mean that was not, I mean was unveiling itself. I've never traveled anywhere in vain. And if these things are spoken like this, so freely and with such joy, it is because they are being received somewhere. Otherwise, I could not lift my tongue. I have no desire by myself to push things onto you. I am here because you call for that. Something calls for that. And then it makes a sweetness. It makes a possibility of some real meeting. Otherwise not. I'm not here to convert a single soul. Let's put the food on the table. If you're hungry, come and eat. That's all. A true one hears my voice and what I'm speaking and knows this inside. I don't know. Perhaps when God wants to muck about, he becomes a human being to play the game of, something. I'm not here to beat a drum, tell you must do, you must do. I don't give more commandments or nothing like that. Just to wipe the mirror a little bit, look and see. Satisfy yourself. I don't think we need more technology, need bigger buildings, we need better transportation, we need new planets to visit, more money and more trees and more food and more. And just coming back to a truth. Just honoring what you see, acknowledging and being one with it. To find some human beings who are the embodiment, the proof of truth. Not more ideology, not more philosophy, not more therapy. Just the ones who say yes to the truth. We speak about the Buddha. What did the Buddha do? There was no technology, there was no internet, there was no Facebook. What was it? A true human being, whose presence could not be denied, whose light could not be hidden, who spoke the simple truth, not merely as words, but whose presence emanated that energy. And for thousands of years, we are still remembering such a being, although your eyes had not seen one in living focus. But you know the Buddha inside your own heart, that it is a truth. And yet what is so fascinating to us, that keep us somehow best play, because there is something inside, a message we have not yet proven or exposed as a fraud, a message that says to be the awareness is not enough. It's too much of a sacrifice. It's not techniques we need. This is why I say, just saying yes, unreservedly in your heart, if you're true to that. Is perhaps the most powerful sadhana or expression or surrender there can be. Maybe greater than all the techniques, all the spiritual gymnastics, is to reach that place, an undivided yes, is surrender, is inquiry, is that. Not a figuring out. Because yes is love. Yes is wisdom. Yes is now. Yes is fresh. Yes is boundless. Yes is yourself. But the mind wants to put a lot of maybes and perhaps and if only and this. Slowly you let it in. And then the sense of being divided come.
I just wanted to say thank you for repeating yourself over and over again.
Repeating myself?
Yes.
Yes. What more to do?
If you didn't do it, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know.
Yes. I'm the fattest parrot in town. I would say over and over and over again. And why? Because there's not a great deal of teachings to teach. There's not a lot of things to remember. If truth is what you are searching for, there's not a lot of things to remember, whole checklists of things. Because you know what? It doesn't work, actually. There's so many books to tell you how you should do and how to and the self-improvement. They don't work. You can't do all these things. Suppose you have to do all these things in order to be free. Then who could make it? Because if I tell you, you have to stop smoking to be free, you start, you love your little cigarettes too much. How are you going to follow a whole book, 300 pages of instructions, and all these worlds and super worlds and all these things? Who can follow this? It's just entertainment for the mind. They point you to something to jump over the mind. And therefore it's simple. And therefore all the Gitas, they're repeating over and over the same thing. Tuk, 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 tuk. By repeating, we came into the sense of separation and fragmentation. And by repeating again, you come back into a neutrality. Over and over again, the mind is brought to be baptized again into the seeing over and over again. growing up in Jamaica has been a very good thing, because very often we don't have much money and you only have flour. And when you don't have money and you have flour, you have to be creative. 100 ways to make flour look like flowers. You find some, and you do something, and you twist and you tie and everything. And this is the same thing. The self is one. And so many ways it tries to express in order to bring that recognition. You caught me out. Very good.
Something subtly is. No, I can't. I don't know what I'm saying.
I am your absence, and you are my presence. You are my absence.
The one thing left is I feel very much that I am myself.